Hello, my name is Noah Kreitzer. I'm a student at Gateway, and I'm taking this public speaking class through Gateway Community and Technical College. And the audience is my mother, my sister, my father, my brothers, and my girlfriend. So let's begin. Today, I want to talk about something really important that affects how we live, how we feel, and even how successful we can be. That something is having a positive attitude. Now, I get it. Staying positive might sound a little cheesy or unrealistic, especially when life feels overwhelming. Everybody has bad days. We deal with pressure from school, work, relationships, and personal goals. Sometimes we wake up in a bad mood just for no reason at all. Life can get stressful, and sometimes things just don't go our way. But here's the thing. While we can't always control what happens to us, we can control how we respond to it, and how we react to those situations can make a huge difference. Having a positive attitude isn't about ignoring problems or pretending everything is fine when it's not. It's about facing challenges with a mindset that says, I can handle this instead of, I give up. It's about looking for solutions instead of staying stuck in the problem. I want to convince you that keeping a positive attitude is more than just thinking happy thoughts. It can actually help your mental health, improve your physical health, and help you succeed in life. And I'm not just saying that, science can back it up. Even small changes in your outlook can have a big impact. So let's look at the three big reasons why staying positive matters. The first reason to stay positive is that it helps your mind. Life can be very stressful, and schoolwork and responsibilities can all pile up and put someone in a bad mood. But research shows that people who think more positively are better at handling stress. They're less likely to get down or struggle with anxiety. An article published by the National Library of Medicine states that people who are optimistic are shown to perform better in difficult times. Why? Because when something goes wrong, they don't let it ruin their whole day. They bounce back faster and don't get stuck in negative thinking. Also, when you're in a better state of mind, it's easier to communicate, to think clearly, and to avoid turning smaller problems into bigger ones. A positive mindset can really help you stay calmer during arguments, solve problems faster, and make better choices under pressure. And the people around you notice it too. Being positive can actually improve your relationships because others feel more supported and encouraged when they're around you. It may not seem easy, but it really helps out in the long run. So when you stay positive, you're actually protecting your mental health, which is beneficial for yourself and those around you. But it doesn't only help mental health, it helps physical health too. The second reason is that a positive attitude can actually help your body, which may seem crazy, but it is very true. Staying positive can help your immune system, lower stress, and even help you live longer. Once again, the National Library of Medicine states that when dealing with heavy stress, keeping a positive mindset can actually help the immune system, but it's not always that simple. When someone is going through really hard times, like being super sick or very stressful for a long time, being positive doesn't always help the body. Trying too hard to stay positive can sometimes make people more tired or worn out. Still, in most normal situations, having a good attitude helps your body stay strong and healthy. So, if you want to stay healthy, mentally and physically, being positive really helps. Plus, a better mood often leads to better habits. When people feel more positive, they tend to eat better, sleep more, and stay active. These are all things that improve overall health. When you think about it, it's a cycle. Positivity leads to better choices, and those choices make you feel even better. This is also the same for having a negative mindset. You can get stuck in bad habits that seem impossible to let go of, and this can impact your mental and physical health very negatively. An example of this is shown in the show Dragon Ball Z. After Vegeta fails to defeat the enemy and someone else does it, he looks at the situation very negatively and ends up giving up what he loves. Here's the clip. After taking these factors into account, you can conclude that keeping a positive attitude also helps you succeed in the long run. Which comes to my third reason, which is to keep a positive attitude because it helps you reach your goals. Whether in school, in work, or in your personal life, the way you think matters. Positive people believe they can improve, so they try harder, and they don't give up when things get hard. Dr. Carol Dweck, a psychologist at Stanford, studied something called a growth mindset. That means believing you can get better at things with effort. She found that people who have this mindset and a positive attitude are way more likely to succeed because they don't see failure as the end. Instead, they see it as a chance to learn and to grow. Also, in the workplace, people who are more positive tend to be more productive, better at solving problems, and even more likely to get promoted. So, if you want to do well in life, being positive gives you a better shot. This attitude doesn't just help when things are going great, it's even more important when things are hard. A positive person might not have all the answers, but they believe they can figure things out. And that belief leads to action, and action leads to progress. Even small steps forward feel easier when you're thinking positively. And over time, that adds up to real success, not just to school and work, but in life. So let's sum it up. Staying positive isn't just about pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing to look at the bright side, especially when things are tough. Studies show that a positive attitude can help you feel better mentally, stay healthier physically, and do better in life. We all have tough days, which is normal, but how we handle them makes all the difference. When you stay positive, you don't just feel better, you actually get better. And remember, staying positive doesn't mean ignoring problems, it means facing them with the belief that things can improve. It gives you the strength to keep going, even when things are hard. So choose positivity, not just because it feels good, but because it actually works. And one thought at a time, you can shape your life into something better, starting with your mindset. That's the end of my speech. You guys have any questions? Since there aren't any questions, I'm going to go ahead and end the recording.